Hey, good morning, everybody. Captain Jim Palmer here, the Dream Business Coach. It is a wonderful Wednesday, hump day, as some people say. I'm in a fantastic mood. I got some good calls today with my coaching clients. I think I got a couple interviews lined up, and later this week on either Friday or Saturday, it's going to be weather dependent, I get to do a half-day consult right here in the floating home with one of my VIP clients. So it's going to be amazing. They are coming in. We'll get on the boat, go out and do a little ride. We'll throw anchor, and then we'll do a deep dive in their business for 4 hours. I love doing those. I'm really good at it, and we get so much value. If you're interested in anything like that, a half-day consult on the floating home is $497. Just send me an email or direct message me here on Facebook if you're interested in doing that. It's an amazing experience being on the boat and working with me privately for 4 hours. And of course, we feed you well. So just let me know if you're interested in that. If you want to know where we are in Chesapeake City, Maryland. We are 1 hour south of Philadelphia. So you could either, if you're flying in, you'd fly into Philadelphia, or Baltimore, BWI is about 1 hour and 15 minutes south of us. But Chesapeake City, Maryland is exactly where we're located. So if you're interested in a half-day consult, I still have about 3 or 4 spots open this summer, so just let me know. So the other thing I'm really excited about is we are 2/3 sold out of my next Dream Business Academy, which is in San Diego, September 26th, 27th, 28th, and we are 60 days out. I've never been this far sold out, 60 days out. So many people register within 1 to 3 weeks out. So I think this is going to be a crazy big experience in San Diego. So I'm really excited. So I'm wondering if you jumped on because you're a regular viewer of my morning Facebook Live, or maybe the headline got you intrigued. I quit. I can't take the name calling anymore. So it's not what you think. I've got two powerful lessons for you this morning. Number one, I recently taught a little mini seminar in headline writing at Build Your Dream Business Facebook group. That is my Facebook group, Build Your Dream Business. Now, if you're not a member, you can fix that by going to dreambizgroup.com, dreambizgroup.com, and you can join for free. Right now, we have about 247 entrepreneurs, including moi, and we would literally be at over 1,000, but I'm very selective in who I let in. You got to be an entrepreneur or small business owner. You got to make 3 commitments. You're willing to participate and share, like, comment, ask questions, get support in some way, shape, or form. Just be a regular contributing member. Or if I do let you in and you sneak under the radar, boom, we eject you out. So we have 246 members or so, very active in supporting each other. So if you're interested in that, go connect with me there at dreambizgroup.com. But about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, I taught a course on Free Training Thursday, which was entitled, I titled it, I quit, I can't take the name calling anymore, and I was teaching headline writing. And I'm a pretty fair copywriter, been doing it since 2007, and of all the headlines I've put together for emails or websites, landing pages, Facebook ads, everything that gets attention. And by the way, that is job number 1 as a marketer. You have to get the eyeballs. You have to get the eyeballs to go on somebody's website or to read an email, or if you're scanning their inbox and you're seeing a headline that says, I quit, I can't take it, the name calling anymore, you're probably going to stop. And I don't know, maybe we're getting a pretty big crowd this morning. Maybe that's why you're here. And so it's actually going to prove my point, which I think tomorrow's Facebook Live, I'll share the results. But anyway, I gave a number of ways that you can craft great attention-getting headlines. Because folks, if you don't get the attention of your prospective clients, nothing else matters. The fantastic website, the videos, the call to action, the opt-in, everything else could look incredibly beautiful, and it makes no difference in the world unless you have great copywriting, and that starts with the headline. The headline is the speed brake, so as you're zooming down, it's the speed brake that stops you dead in the tracks to see what's going on. So one of the things I did for this training at the Build Your Dream Business Now Facebook group was I shared the best headline I ever wrote, which got the most response ever and produced the most amount of money, I believe. I'll have to go double check that. But it was called I Quit. I Can't Take the Name Calling Anymore. And when people open the email, I mean, I don't remember the exact statistics, but just for the sake of this example, if my normal open rate was 5%, it was like 10 or 12 or 15%. It was off the charts, a much, much higher open rate. And when I said I can't take the name calling, I told a story of how I was in, by the way, the program I was talking about, this was back in 2008 or 9, I was talking about No Hassle newsletters, my Done For You newsletter program. And so I told the story of how I was in this mastermind. And the people in the mastermind, there's some attorneys, and there was about, I guess there was 8 or 10 business owners in the mastermind. And every time I went to a meeting, they were giving me crap because they thought I was charging too low of a price for No Hassle newsletters. And if I remember right, I was charging $47 or $97 a month, depending on which one of my 2 programs you chose. And they say, Jim, gosh, for you to give the content and for you to give all these templates, it's ridiculous what you're charging. And of course, being a somewhat new online marketer, I was all, worried about, I was really worried about raising my prices, and would that shut off the funnel? Would people stop joining? Because I was really growing this program, which we ultimately grew. I've had over 1,200 small business owners in 9 countries as clients for No Hassle newsletter. So it really worked. But back in the day, I was really biting my nails about raising my prices. And this went on for about 6 to 9 months. And there was one mastermind session. It was particularly brutal. They called me names I will not repeat here on Facebook Live. It was a private group, and they let me have it, let me know in no uncertain terms that I was being the biggest wuss in the world for not raising my prices. So I decided, this was a late summer meeting, and I decided that, okay, I'm going to show you guys. And what I did is a promotion for No Hassle newsletters around Labor Day. And the promotion was, I quit. I can't take the name calling anymore. And I told the story in the email, just like I'm telling you now. So unrolled in story format. So I think there was some curiosity. People were like digging the story. And then I said, so what I'm going to do, effective right after Labor Day. So this is my pre-Labor Day sale. I'm not only going to raise my prices, I'm doubling them. I'm going from $47.97 a month to $97.197 a month. But if you join No Hassle newsletters before Labor Day, you can get in and you can be grandfathered in at the old prices. I think I added about 40, somewhere around 35 to 40 members, and that resulted probably, see, my average client stays 3 years. So if you want to carry that for that client, I mean, that was easily $30,000, $40,000, maybe $50,000 in revenue from that new batch of clients all at once. Boom, I now had 40 new paying members. Now, if I'd put out a sale, I said Labor Day sale, No Hassle newsletters, get in now, whatever, some lame headline, who knows, maybe I would have got 3 or 4, I don't know, but I guarantee you the only reason I generated between 30 and 50 grand in new revenue was because I got a massive amount of eyeballs to stop and see what I was doing. They read the story and go, we've been following Jim for a while. We like No Hassle newsletters. I better get in now, or if I get in later, I'm going to pay twice as much. So there's 2 lessons here. If you really want to follow me here this morning, sip your coffee. Lesson number one, you must be a good copywriter. You must have a headline, which is like a speed brake that stops people dead in their tracks. If they're scanning and they see a Facebook ad or some kind of a Google pay-per-click ad, or they're just reading your emails, whatever it is, you've got to captivate and grab their attention, grab them by the throat or grab the eyeballs, whatever metaphor you want to use. That's number one. Number two, I doubled my prices. So there I was in this mastermind group being afraid to raise my rates, and I doubled them, and it didn't slow down. In fact, I believe the reason I kept growing up to 1,200 small business owners in 9 countries using No Hassle newsletters was because I raised my prices. And I'll tell you why. People look at something, and if it was $47 a month, and to me it's absolutely worth $97 because I've proved that point. But I think people will make, your customers, your prospects, they'll make an assumption based on the value. So you could say, look it, man, I've got this car here, and you know it's worth $50,000, but you can get it for 20. Well, it's a good deal if you believe it. But if your price is so low they don't believe it, they're going to think there's something wrong with that situation. So if you say, well, this car's worth 50 grand, yeah, I can see that, and some people will buy it. So number one, stop them dead in their tracks with a good headline. Number two, you have to charge enough for the value that you're providing. And if you do charge enough, customers will make the fair assumption, most of them, your perfect customers, your avatar, most of them will make the assumption that it must be worth it if they're charging that much. The opposite is also true. If you're saying, man, look at all the stuff, boom, 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 headline, bullet, 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 and you can only get it, and you can get it for only this, it doesn't ring true. So anyway, what these people told me, they did me a huge favor. They said, basically, Jim, grow a set, raise your prices, and I doubled them, and I never looked back. It really helped take my business, my revenue, my income to a whole new level. So great copywriting and raise your prices. That's today's lesson. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's a great Facebook Live for this Wednesday morning. Again, if we're not connected at the Build Your Dream Business Now Facebook group, that is my free Facebook group where I am in there every single day, asking questions, answering comments. And every Thursday, I do something called Free Training Thursday. This Thursday is going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And I am basically going to come on, and I did a webinar last Thursday. And in this webinar, I was doing it on Zoom, broadcasting into Facebook. And I didn't see, I had about 10 or 12 people that posted questions, and I didn't see them. I taught for an hour and like 5 minutes, so I'm not sure I want to go much longer anyway. But I'm going to answer those questions. So if you were one of the people that answered questions from the webinar, I'll answer that. And then I set up this webinar, this Free Training Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time this Thursday, using my BeLive TV, like your little studio, so I can actually bring you on camera. You can just post a question in the chat box and I'll answer it, or if you want to come on camera with me, we can do that. That all takes place at the Build Your Dream Business Now Facebook group, dreambizgroup.com. Would love to see you there. And that's it. Again, one more thing. I have about 3 or 4 spots, days that I could do a half-day consult, like I'm doing this. It's either Friday or Saturday, depending on the rain. This person's driving in, so we'll make a last-minute call. But if you'd like to do a half-day consult right here in the floating home, just go out there on the Chesapeake Bay. We'll drop anchor and we'll brainstorm and mastermind your business. Steph makes phenomenal food. It'll be a wonderful experience. It's only $4.97, and just PM me, send me a private Facebook message, or email me if you're interested in that, and we'll work it out. Until tomorrow, which is Thursday, we'll probably jump right back on here and teach something else. Yeah, I'm going to come back tomorrow because I'm going to show you how many views I got on this one because of my salacious headline. So that is it. Would love to connect with you. I am Captain Jim Palmer, the Dream Business Coach. Hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. You take good care.